Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and today we're going to be talking of a YouTuber who got a little bit of flack due to a recent music video they uploaded. So, you guys may or may not know of them. They are known as BBno, and yes, I am going to call them BBno for the rest of this video, and you're gonna like it.
Fuck you, motherfucker!
BBno released a new music video called Mary Poppins, and in Mary Poppins, there's a bit of a disclaimer at the start of this video, which basically says, "At the time of the recording, I was unaware of certain individuals' ethical beliefs. As a result, I've chosen to censor those whose values I do not support. Additionally, all funds generated in this video will go to the PCRF. Now, you're probably wondering, who is this person that BBno is talking about? It is good old Asmongold. Asmongold is the person he decided to censor by having this little censor here. I think that's actually a Murloc, which if it is, I think that's kind of cool. What we're essentially going to be doing here is that we're going to be basically reading people's tweets and reactions to the situation. But first things first, we're going to be looking into Asmongold's personal response to seeing this whole thing. So we'll start off with that. Go ahead, Baldy.
And in general, like, this is why, like, and you guys may or may not notice this, right? But, like, this is why I've moved a lot away from, like, collabing and doing anything with anybody else, is because I know that obviously a lot of people don't want to be involved with the things that I do. And so to me, I don't view this as like a bad thing, right? Like, it's just the way it is. And so, like, whether I have like everybody agreeing with me or nobody agreeing with me, that doesn't change the fact of like the way that I feel, right? And it's not gonna like make me feel like I'm a bad person or like upset or anything like that. So does that make sense? Tacked on as the back? Well, no, you aren't fully censored. I can see your ass in the background. Well, maybe, right? I don't know if that's really me or not. No. I wish that was my hairline. Dude, Wake's hair is... No, that's Wake. Wake has way better hair than I do. And, no, definitely not. And, do you think censoring you is going to highlight it and make a bigger deal out of it if they just left it alone?
Correct!
Oh, I don't know. I mean, it's up to them. Like, they're going to do the video however they want. I mean, like, it's not up to me. I don't really care. They do whatever they want. So, yeah, in general, like, that's how I really feel about it. And so, and this has been the case for a long time, is that, like, I obviously go over and I do a lot of controversial stuff and I do a lot of edgy stuff. And so I don't ever blame people for not wanting to be involved with it or not wanting to be involved with me because of it. Because the amount of, like, hate that I get, and like, honestly, another person that would understand this is Hassan. I mean, Hassan would understand this the same way. Is that a lot of people probably are friendly with Hassan, but they might not want to do things with him publicly because they don't want to put themselves in the crosshairs, right? They don't want to get involved and, like, you know, get attacked by all of these people. And so it's the same thing for me, right? Is that a lot of people, like, you know, like the amount of people that are like I was like number 8 on YouTube for like the most searched for term. There's a lot of people talking about my content, having opinions about me, etc. And because it's been so... It's been so widespread, it puts a lot of pressure on people to not to have a viewpoint on it.
I will personally say, from looking at all of this, I think it was pretty dumb of him to censor Asmongold's face. I feel like with a situation like this, it wouldn't really even need to be necessary to censor his face. I feel like if Asmon was never censored, nobody would be making pretty much a big deal out of it and probably just enjoyed the music video. Hell, I don't even think he really needed to make that disclaimer at the start of the video even. Like, of course, you're not going to be sharing the beliefs of people you work with. That's a normal thing. I don't feel like he even needed to really stress that. I think this is kind of stupid, basically. Asmon should have never gotten his face censored. If it was never censored, we'd all just be moving on with our days, and I doubt he would be getting, like, a bunch of people, like, talking about this situation. But yeah, other than that, let's read the tweets.
First tweet we got here from Kyle, doing better work than Asmongold's promoters ever could. Effortlessly the biggest clowns in any circus. Next one we have is from Turkey Tom saying Lamau. Next one we have is from Tectone, gay as fuck. Next one we have is from Mason. Well, that's the last time I listened to a BBno, I guess. Could you virtue signal any harder? Next one we have is from Nicholas saying Lamau. Next one we have here is from Dark Tukey. God damn, that's pathetic and sad. I really like BBno. There went my support. What a pussy bitch. Also, his ridiculously lame posts every other day of something is bad, something is good, pandering to the retards to pay rent. Jesus, you can tell he's in an abhorrent Abi fan. Fuck you, BBno.
Nuxtaku replies with, "You will be held to higher and higher. and soon impossible to maintain ethical standards by the very mob you currently wish to please. Then you will make a mistake, and then they will devour you with glee. Please take this warning seriously. I liked you. Andrew McGee says, I've chosen to censor those whose values I do not support, aka I silence those who don't agree with me. Neo Senpai replies with, this just sounds so bad. Like, what, people can't have different opinions than you now? Auntie replies with, BBno $sign is by far the most pathetic bandwagon for cloud dipshit I've seen in years. Gaia replies with, I don't like Asmongold, but I just don't see how anyone actually likes BBno $sign. Outside of his shitty music, he clearly has a fake personality. He will do anything that he thinks will put him in a positive light. It's not as bad as Red Pill grifting, but it's still super annoying. Yamakieo replies with, that dude is the definition of bitch made. Nobody should be surprised by this. Komari Death replies with, when will people learn? Just let it be. Who cares if Asmongold is in your video? Doing what you did makes it worse, as more people will share around that you did that. Streisand is calling you BBno $sign. This person replies with, average Canadian move.
That's racist.
The Knees replies with, another moment where I don't have any words other than weird. Pandering to the vocal internet is so lame. GP Hog replies with, holy cringe, dude. Rufflecat replies with, I honestly miss the era where content creators weren't pussies. Maybe monetizing content creation was the greatest mistake ever. Now the internet is plagued with two corporal pussies and backstabbers with not an inch of a spine in their bodies. Rikoi replies with, real friendship would be defending Asmon, but I would be surprised if any of them said a thing. Barney replies with, good luck pandering to those far left Marxist blue-haired weirdos. You have no idea what pandering to them will do to your life. Brandon Games All replies with, you go BBno $sign. Heck yeah. Neff replies with, how much more bitch made can you get? Clean Foreskin replies with, you are a fucking clown. Zico Mouth replies with, like your music, but this is such an L move. Not everyone gotta buy into your ethical views. How about you get to know Asmongold and don't go based on what people think of him on the internet? Not everyone's gonna agree with your cult side. A lot of us live in reality and not delusion. Madam Savvy replies with, I like him to just explain the ethical beliefs that led to it. He can do what he wants with his content, but a statement like that deserves an explanation. Powder replies with, what values does he not support? Teat replies with, didn't know BB was such a massive mangina that he can't handle the idea of someone having a different take on a topic. Potato Farm replies with, there's no fucking way this isn't a prank. Nachizu Miku replies with, oh no, he doesn't agree with every opinion? Oh my god, I must cancel him. Look, I'm such a good person for this. Pergris replies with, nah, that's weird. To act like there might be more than one person censored and then proceed to censor only Asmon and only say spread love and positivity. B replies with, bro's the king of virtue signaling. This person replies with, bro, what the fuck that retard doing, man? Kelvin M replies with, lol. Smooth replies with, gayest move of all time, TBH. Elfpire Eva replies with, love this dude's music. I've recorded covers of his songs before. This is very disappointing to see. Another tweet from Kitsu. What ethical beliefs? Hero Hey replies with, Corporal sellout virtue signals online. More news at 11. Asmongold replies with, very generous of them to give me more teat in the post-production. Never had someone take care of me like that before. Rep says Desi replies with, what a spineless wimp. This person replies with, I'm not lying when I say he appeals to the soulless people. Base Department says, fuck Asmon, but this is the gayest thing I've seen in my life. BBno $sign is so fucking obnoxious. Miss Store replies with, thank you for censoring Miskiff. Wait, it wasn't Miskiff? Deja Wu replies with, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't he say he was an Asmongold fan? Also ethical beliefs? What is he talking about? Mug Suck replies with, what beliefs specifically? Like, they say beliefs, but they never mention what beliefs. Nux Taku comes in with another tweet. You're okay with Hassan's ethical standards. Is it the terrorist support that appeals to you? Or maybe the whole going to a brothel rated for sex trafficking? Ellie replies with, this is crazy. Reddit Lies replies with, this is gonna Streisand effect like crazy lol. Deja Vu comes in, what about this? You are happy to be around and support a terrorist supporter who incites violence on a daily basis, but you dislike Asmongold. Be real, man. Jesus Christmas 19 replies with, I miss the old BBno $sign. And for the last tweet, Comrade Dell says, who even is this guy? And that is the tweets we'll be reading today for this one. If you guys like the video, you know what to do. Personally, again, from reading all of these tweets, it kind of looks really bad for BBno $. I feel like this would have been completely fine and none of this would have ever happened if he just simply didn't censor Asmongold. This was like one of the most easiest dramas he could have ever avoided. And if we look back at the video, it seems that it's also starting to get dislike bombed. The video's actually getting dislike bombed. It was, this was like at 30. The dislikes were at like 30 something. 30,000 something. Now it's caught up with the like. It's now at 43 for likes, 43k for likes, 42k for dislikes. Jesus Christ, it is actually going to surpass it. It's actually going to surpass it. That is insane. I can only wonder what he's gonna say in like response to all of this, if he's gonna say anything at all. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.